So when we first gave birth, I had him traditionally put straight on the boob, and he was really good at latching, but he would do this thing with his tongue where he would flick my nipple forward onto his hard palate. And so within 24 hours, I was experiencing quite a lot of pain with feeding, and I was really lucky that the midwives introduced a bottle, and we tried so many different bottles because we'd been gifted a whole bunch of different ones and none would take. I just stumbled upon Minbie on Facebook and I really want to just try this bottle. And he took it immediately. Yeah, and then you were so excited because it was the first time you were actually able to feed him.
The teat just made a big difference. He latched onto it straight away. And that's the first time since. He didn't seem to have a problem.
No, I would recommend the Minbie bottle, and I had this conversation with friends who knew we were struggling to find the right bottle, and I remember sending a message to one of them just saying, we found one, it's one, when Adam was 4 months old. And so a lot of my thinking prior to that was, how do I streamline everything? A lot of people said the process with sterilizing and preparing bottles could be really laborious. I stumbled upon the sterilizer and I remember showing my husband, and one of the things that really stood out was that you could put literally anything and anything other than your bottles and whatnot. The concept that you could kind of portray anything in this is clean, ready to go, and you didn't have that volume of work that was associated with cleaning bottles and drying bottles and sterilizing bottles, and just having another factor of stress in your day when you're already transitioning him from me being at home full time. But we liked it because it kind of was tidy, it was clean, it had a nice aesthetic. The main selling point for us was just the functionality and just taking away so much of the work associated with bottle feeding. He hadn't taken any other dummy. I just thought there was no harm in trying these, and he just took it straight away. The other thing that I really liked about them, the design is really super hygienic. I couldn't believe just having something else in your toolkit, soothe and give him comfort, was just so game changing. We use it a lot for that, is sort of sneaking in if he just sort of wakes up a little bit and gristles. We just sort of pop it in, and then it sort of triggers that self-soothing mechanism to lull him back into maybe another sleep cycle. When you're feeling like just really unsettled, it's just another tool in the kit when you might not want to be feeding time, and you don't want to break that by kind of using feeding as a soothing tool instead, because that invites, I've learned, a whole bunch of different issues. So it was really lovely. And as you can see, he's pretty happy. My breastfeeding journey, initially starting breastfeeding the first 24 hours, and then I got a little bit of pain because this one was trying to figure out his latch. And so the nursing staff at the hospital put me on a hospital grade breast pump and sort of gave me 24 hours break, which was an absolute saving grace. So I think that actually preserved my breastfeeding journey. So in trying this one at home, I actually really enjoyed it because it was very gentle, and I think I, rightly or wrongly, so it was quite reassuring having the clear bottle to see actually that you were getting that let down, so you could go, okay, I can relax now. Yes. The other thing that I found quite helpful was being able to have the different settings on each side. So if you felt like maybe one breast was more efficient or could cope with a bit more pressure, you could just increase that. It's been really good at home because I can obviously sit here and I do feed him first thing in the morning, and then my husband, or we have a nanny that comes and helps us, so they're able to hold him while I'm sitting there and having breakfast. So yeah, having that protected time. At work, I have been historically quite used to using it and trying to do a lot of other things at the same time, which may or may not have been more efficient. It's very pretty. I like the look of it. It's quite cute. As a hospital grade pump, it's very aesthetic.